Once again, the leadership of this graduating class has selected one of their own to share some impressions here after communion at this baccalaureate mass. Tanner Blood.
Good evening. I would just like to start off by immediately thanking our class officers for choosing me to give this speech. Out of every senior in our class, you guys chose me, and that's easily the biggest honor I've ever received in my entire life. I really never thought this day would come, but here we are. The last time we will be on campus together as students at Trinity High School. Although this may be overwhelming now, and certainly is saddening, the future of our class is beyond bright. What a ride it has truly been. Everyone says when you come to school here to soak it all in, because the time will really fly by. And I just remember thinking, yeah, right. But the time, it really did fly by. Do you guys remember our freshman academic convocation where we came here and signed the papers right over here? It was actually in that book that Mason brought up, all those papers. That really feels like yesterday. Looking back 4 short years ago, there's absolutely no way I could have gotten up on this stage in front of all of you all and given this speech. I was a truly short, shy, and reserved kid. But over the last 4 years, I've grown into myself. Literally. I was 5'1" sophomore year. I actually took a communication skills class sophomore year, and I was horrible at giving speeches. So I'd just like to quickly shout out Ms. Zucchero for helping me gain more confidence and take some leaps of faith, which has led me to accomplishing things that I never thought I would be capable of. The class of 2022 has faced so much adversity in our 4 years, and yet here we are at our baccalaureate mass. The brotherhood here at Trinity is truly like no other, and I feel so incredibly blessed to have been a part of something so special. However, none of us could have made it this far without the support of everyone here around us in the bleachers. So on behalf of the class of 2022, to everyone here, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come to this amazing school. And to the parents and or family members that are watching down on us from heaven, thank you for being our guardian angels. Coming into Trinity, I'd really set 3 main goals for myself. Try and figure out what I want to do in life, get a great education, and meet some new friends. And I'd like to talk about each one of those points briefly. First, discovering what I wanted to do with my life. Mr. Harris, over there controlling the camera. I owe you so much. You have been an amazing leader for me throughout my 4 years here. The amazing thing about Mr. Harris is he was a full-time teacher throughout the day and then would go home, and he was also a full-time student. He just completed grad school this spring. Mr. Harris, you have no idea how much your guidance helped me through my 4 years. And that guidance played a huge role in me deciding that I want to pursue a career in broadcasting. The opportunities I have had here at Trinity, like anchoring and directing Trinity Television, broadcasting for Mr. Subcheck's esports program, and creating news stories outside of the classroom, have truly given me a platform, and those experiences will go a long way for me as I start my next chapter. So that was goal number 1, figure out what I wanted to do with life. As for goal number 2, when it comes to getting a great education, it does not get any better than this school. And it all starts with the amazing faculty and staff that we have here. I truly believe this school has the best teachers in the world. And I would argue that it was probably the hardest that you'll have ever had to work, given the pandemic. I read on NBC News that 55% of public school teachers wanted to exit the profession because they were so burnt out from the pandemic. The United States lost 567,000 teachers. We know just how hard it was for you all to keep pushing and provide us the best possible education. And I'm here to tell you, on behalf of our class, that each and every single one of you all did an amazing job, and you will truly never know the impact that you have had on us as a class. Miss Wagner, your kindness and constant smile brought so much joy to us as a class. Mr. Bowles, I know so many guys that have developed friendships with you that are going to stretch outside of the classroom now that we're graduating from here. You are truly an amazing human, and good luck playing golf against some of my classmates. Mr. Morris, I never actually had you in class, But as a student, you hear from your friends and classmates, around the building about teachers that have maybe an annoying assignment or quiz or homework or whatever it may be. But every time your name was brought up, it was always something positive. Always. Never heard anything negative. And that shows the impact you had on us as a class. Coach Norman, you are one of the most positive people that I've ever met. Your connection to each of your students is truly remarkable. And I wish I could have formed a relationship with you before senior year, because your knowledge on things in life is truly amazing. Thank you for always being so personable and willing to talk. And finally, Mr. Baldwin, wow, I don't even know where to start with this one. You are easily the most unique teacher that I've ever had, and I mean that in the absolute best possible way. You told us on the first day of class the reason you keep coming back to teach is because we keep you young, and I totally get that now. Because you adapted to us as a class, you gave us so many memorable quotes, you joined in on our jokes. I honestly had so many laughs in your class, and that truly made learning fun. And teachers like you are the reason why paying for a premium education from Trinity is worth it. And Trinity is truly lucky to have you on their staff. Now, I could stand here and continue to talk about so many teachers, but unfortunately, I do not have the time. But once again, thank you so much to every single teacher, faculty member, administrator, flick worker, and everyone who came together to give us the best possible experience here at Trinity. You are all amazing. And finally, my last goal, to meet some new friends. To the class of 2022, my brothers, that goal was blown out of the water. My biggest takeaway from this school will be the relationships that I've made. I've bonded with so many of you over the last couple of years, and I cannot wait to see where these friendships go in life. Today is the last day we're on campus together as students. Tomorrow we will walk across that stage, and when that day is over, we will all go our separate ways. The amazing thing is, no matter what path that may be, whether you're going all the way to Malibu, California, like Logan Bull, who will be attending Pepperdine University, or like Aryan Patel, who will be going down south to South Florida University, or maybe you're even like Owen Cronin, who will be headed north to go to Michigan State, or maybe you're hitting the East Coast, like Devin Williams, who is headed to Coastal Carolina. No matter where you're going next year, or whatever your plan may be post-graduation, it doesn't matter because we will always, always be connected as a class. Just think about it for a second what we've done as a class. 2 cross-country state championships, 2 football state championships. We beat St. X in volleyball not once but twice this year, and that was the first time we beat them in 9 years. Not to mention, the second win came in the state championship, which that is the first state championship in volleyball since 2013. Also, our class was a major, and I mean major factor, in the first ever baseball state title in school history. Corbin Dickerson is actually a nominee for the Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Kentucky. But congratulations to all the baseball players. You will forever be a part of history here at Trinity. 2 students scored perfect on the ACT in Matthew Chow and Bucky Abood Hall. Our class, we should be proud of our class officers, especially Graven. You are an outstanding president. And I know you heard a lot of jokes this year about you being the president or whatever, but I'm here to tell you in front of everybody that you did a fantastic job. And we could not have asked for a better president. We couldn't have asked for a better person, a better leader, a better young man. I could go on and on. Graven, you did a fantastic job. Our class had 8 students get recognized by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation, which, in case you didn't know, is exceptional. And those 8 are Matthew Chow, Ryan Groza, Luke MacArthur, Paul Springer, Garrett Weekly, Ethan Brunton, Bucky Abood Hall, and Aiden Workman. Congrats to everybody. Like, seriously, that's awesome. As a class, we were accepted into a school record-breaking 174 colleges and universities across the country. And this year, a student was accepted into an Ivy League school. That's the first Trinity student since 2018 to get accepted into an Ivy school. So special shout out to Ryan Groza, who will actually be attending the University of Pennsylvania. This class has been truly special. But one of our biggest accomplishments, if not the biggest, has to be the fact we were the first senior class to be back in the building full-time all year. We were tasked with bringing back that feeling of being a student at Trinity. The freshmen and sophomores were all basically freshmen this year due to COVID, and the juniors had never completed a full year here at Trinity. And I've heard from many teachers that we did an outstanding job. They could truly feel the unity back in the hallways. The passion was there, and it filled the halls. The tradition was brought back, and it truly shows how being together at school is truly what's best. But that's it. Our time here is done. I could not have asked for a better group of guys to experience high school with. And as Vince Lombardi said, the greatest accomplishment is not in never falling, but rising again after you fall. You will have failures along the way, but remember, mindset is everything. Nothing can stop you. If you take away something from every failure, you will never lose. But if I'm being honest, you will hear plenty of inspiring speeches and words of encouragement throughout your life. You probably already have. But what it all comes down to is be you and do what you love, and success and happiness are naturally going to follow. Always follow your dreams, and certainly never give up. And I cannot wait to see what we all accomplish in life. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every single one of you. Live the fourth, Trinity, forever.